The reality of hunger in today's world. Did you know that in the 21st century, with all the advancements in science and technology, over 735 million people worldwide still suffer from chronic hunger? This paradox is shocking. Humanity produces enough food to feed more than the global population, yet hunger persists. The reasons are complex and interconnected, ranging from poverty and inequality to political instability, climate change, and food distribution failures. Hunger is not just about an empty stomach. It is about malnutrition, stunted growth in children, weakened immune systems, and reduced life expectancy. In regions such as sub-Saharan Africa and parts of Asia, hunger is often linked to conflict and drought. In wealthier nations, paradoxically, hunger is often hidden. Families who cannot afford balanced meals, children going to school undernourished, or the elderly forced to choose between food and medicine. Every year, hunger kills more people than AIDS, malaria, and tuberculosis combined. The UN Sustainable Development Goal number 2 is zero hunger by 2030. But with current trends, the world is far from reaching it. So, how can technology change this grim reality? The answer lies in how we innovate in agriculture, logistics, food production, and community engagement. Technology in food production. One of the greatest challenges is producing enough food sustainably. Traditional agriculture faces problems such as limited land, declining soil fertility, and unpredictable weather patterns due to climate change. This is where technology steps in. Precision agriculture uses drones, satellite imagery, and soil sensors to monitor crop health in real time. Farmers can now know exactly when to irrigate, fertilize, or harvest. This not only boosts productivity but also reduces waste of water and resources. Genetically modified crops, GMOs, and biotechnology allow scientists to develop seeds resistant to pests, drought, and diseases, ensuring better yields even in difficult climates. Vertical farming, where crops grow in stacked layers under controlled conditions, allows food production in cities without relying on large rural areas. These farms use up to 95% less water than traditional agriculture. Another breakthrough is lab-grown meat and plant-based alternatives. Companies are creating proteins that mimic animal meat without needing livestock, which reduces deforestation, greenhouse gases, and resource use. Imagine a future where burgers are made in laboratories with minimal environmental impact. In short, technology is transforming farming into a data-driven, efficient, and sustainable industry that can meet global demands. Smart distribution and logistics. Interestingly, the world produces enough food, but nearly 1.3 billion tons of food are wasted every year, about one-third of all production. This means that hunger is not always about scarcity but about distribution and inequality. Here is where artificial intelligence, AI, and blockchain make a difference. AI systems predict demand, optimize storage, and suggest routes for faster deliveries, reducing waste during transport. For example, machine learning can forecast which regions are most vulnerable to food shortages and allow governments to act in advance. Blockchain technology ensures transparency in food supply chains, preventing corruption and food fraud. By tracking every step, from the farm to the table, it becomes harder for food aid to disappear before reaching those who need it most. Additionally, apps and platforms now connect restaurants, supermarkets, and consumers to redirect surplus food to charities and families in need. These small-scale innovations have already saved millions of meals worldwide. Social and digital innovations. Beyond production and distribution, hunger is also a social issue. Technology has enabled new forms of community empowerment. Mobile apps in Africa and Asia allow small farmers to access real-time market prices, microloans, and weather alerts, giving them the tools to grow more efficiently and sell fairly. Urban farming technologies, from hydroponics to aquaponics, are bringing fresh produce into cities, reducing reliance on rural supply chains. Even 3D printing of food is being tested as a solution for refugee camps and long-term space missions, creating customized meals from powdered nutrients. Digital platforms also play a role in raising awareness and organizing aid. Crowdfunding and blockchain-based donations now allow people worldwide to contribute directly to food projects with transparency and accountability. One fascinating development is the use of satellite data combined with AI to identify regions where hunger crises are developing before they explode. This proactive approach could save millions of lives by sending aid before famine spreads. The future. Can technology eradicate hunger? The big question remains, can technology truly eliminate hunger? Optimists believe yes. If current innovations are scaled globally, hunger could one day be a relic of the past. Imagine a world where vertical farms feed entire cities, drones plant seeds in barren deserts, lab-grown meat is affordable for everyone, and food waste is virtually zero. However, there are challenges. Technology alone cannot solve hunger. It requires political will, fair economic systems, and global cooperation. Access is also unequal. Many of the poorest regions most affected by hunger lack the infrastructure to benefit from these technologies. Yet, history shows that human ingenuity can overcome enormous challenges. Just as vaccines eradicated diseases and technology connected billions, innovations in food production and distribution may one day bring zero hunger within reach. In the end, hunger is not only a technical problem but a moral one. Technology provides the tools, but humanity must provide the compassion and determination to use them. The fight against hunger is not just about feeding bodies, it's about feeding dignity, justice, and hope for a better future.